Holy fucking shit. Alright, so Kitamori has officially retired from being director, and I feel like that a lot of people are concerned. So I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and say that this is a big deal. Okay, like, I think that this is going to be very devastating for the development of the game, because he had a plan, and I think due to the current state of the world and everything going on, I think that plan was completely shot in the foot multiple times over, to a point where I don't think that it's going to work out the same way how it used to. He probably had a boatload of ideas, but those ideas he's had to delay products worldwide. And I know for a fact he was so fixated on the global side to it, the English side of the game. And it just sucks. It really sucks to know that he is no longer going to be a part of it. I think part of it is due to the current state of things, like especially now with the new variant that's making its way across the world. I know for a fact it's hitting Europe especially hard, and the U.S. is starting to follow in those tracks. And I think that Kitamori did what he could, given the circumstances. And I know he had a 5-year plan. It's been stated in multiple accounts that he had a 5-year plan. And so people are already memeing it. But I don't think that we should be panicking right this second. There's a lot of information that we currently don't know. We don't really know who's going to be taking over, for instance, in his place. And more importantly, we have a product stream coming up in a couple days, which I'm more nervous than anything else, because he didn't even last a year. Or I think he may have he didn't even last a full year before he jumped ship. And it's just odd to me, because this kind of thing really doesn't happen. It really is just awkward circumstances at the end of the day. And there's no getting around this fact. I'm baffled. I truly am baffled by what it is that's going on. And, yeah. Am I concerned about Vanguard's future? A little bit. Am I starting to prepare to offload all the stuff that's outside of my 2 main clans? Not yet. I'd rather wait to see what happens. Because the issue right now, for me personally, is that we don't know what's going to come over the next couple months, for the Japanese side, outside of the stuff they've already revealed. And we're getting a product stream in about a few days. So I want to reserve my judgment for until then. So with that being said, though, I think a lot of people's perspective, it's definitely changed. I think a lot of people are going to immediately jump ship as well. Or maybe not jump ship, but get really concerned enough to the point where they're going to be trying to get rid of a lot of their shit in preparation of a possibility that, worst case scenario, the game somehow dies. Which I know eventually it will. Nothing lasts forever. But I don't think that Vanguard currently, going into its 11th year, is going to die at the 11th year. I mean, you have to look at some of the stuff he's managed to accomplish in such a short amount of time. And I think for him, more so than not, I think for the most part, the overall general consensus is that what he's done in the last few months that he's, over the last several months that he was a part of Vanguard's history, he's done a lot to really revitalize interest in this game. Not only did he start a completely new format despite it not working the first time, but he has somehow managed to fix at least 2 of the formats within only about a couple months, and those changes really did help. Okay, also side note, because midway through recording this, Butcherworld announced on Twitter that during the product stream, there will be card restrictions. So hopefully that means Overdress gets somewhat fixed a little. Maybe they touch some things with Premium, because there's still a lot of broken shit out there. I can't really name off the top of my head currently. Maybe they even hit V. I mean, that's actually very likely, because, even despite the fact that they've had to hit, even despite the hits earlier, and even despite the fact that we just got a new wave of support, that new wave of support for the most part isn't really doing shit outside of the Heal Guardians. So who knows? Maybe they changed something. Just thought I'd throw this in there because, kind of happened midway through recording. I didn't have an opportunity to get my voice out before. So anyway, back to the video. And between all the little things and him being completely just making it clear, hey, this is, this is kind of a, I realize that I had a plan here, but I'm stepping down. This is more or less what I see. I think this is not the time to be worrying over the what if scenarios. What if, this is the end or whatnot, because it definitely isn't. I think that Vanguard still has a lot of potential. I don't think it will ever match the big 3, as some people would really wish. But to me, I think Vanguard currently is still in a good direction, even despite the product delays, even despite, the mess that is the standard format currently. I think his main goal was to start a new format, to fix the other 2 in a way that is, to a point where both are playable, and just have the community hyped for the game again. Because after, last year and how that turned out, I think that what he managed to accomplish within the short amount of time that he was a part of it is truly amazing. I don't think that there would be another person out there who wasn't already mean deep into the, the grand, the grand scheme of things, and, he still, loves this game. He still wants to support it. So it's not like he's doing this shit just because, I think it's for him, he just wants to step down for that leadership position and let someone else do it. Which, honestly, I can see. But even then, this was just so abrupt. Legit, I think everyone saw his Twitter post and just went nuts over it. And honestly, that's a very logical, conclusion and everything. But I admit it's still baffling to me. But we're going to see in a couple of days how everything's going to play out. Hopefully we get details regarding to who's the new director. And hopefully they are at least on par. Maybe not. Okay, let's be honest. You're not going to match what Ketamori did. That you're not going to find someone that quickly. But I will honestly, I will eat my own words, if that honestly becomes the case. Because Ketamori did a lot. I think that is without question. Regardless of whether or not he stays within Vanguard, to help out, with, making sure everything runs smoothly, to the best of his ability, even though he's not, director or whatnot, or just supports it from a distance. All I think we can all say at the end of the day is thank you, Kitamori, for helping us out at the end of the day, because you have really you revitalized the hope for Vanguard. I realize that right now is just there are a lot of uncertainties, but we can't overlook what he's done already. It may have not been for long, sure. He may have broken his promise of sticking around for 5 years, but I don't even think that when he said, okay, I have a plan for 5 years that I'm going to enact on it, I don't think he was really being, honest about, I don't think he meant, I'm going to stick with this for 5 years and make sure that everything runs smoothly. No, I think his intentions were very clear, or at least from what I've understood, right? Because I never got the indication that he was going to stick around for that long. What I said is that, hey, I'm going to steer Bushiroad in the right direction on what they should be doing, and then step down. That's the way how I see it. This is how I interpret his resignation. And I think for the most part, he has done that. I think Overdress needs to be better balanced, because, let's be honest, Bruce and Bastion are still the best decks in the format, even after 3 sets. And hopefully set 4 changes things. Maybe getting a restriction list will also kind of help, push sales in the right direction and make the game more healthier overall. But honestly, I have to thank Kitamori for what he did over these past several months with, getting Overdress started, fixing the formats that needed fixing, and just getting us in a direction where we wanted it to be last year, even despite everything. So I still have hope for this game. I really do. I think that given everything that's happened in this past year alone, I think there's a lot we can look forward to. And I'm usually not the type of person who covers news, but I felt like this was definitely warranted. And I really want to do more of this, if that's what you're looking for. Because another reason why I don't do news coverage is simply due to the fact that everyone does it. You've got, all the people like Different Fight, Solid Vanguard sometimes, Vanguard Insider, all those people, right, who cover Vanguard content consistently. They do all the news segments. Even W Slasher, even with his monotone robotic voice, whatever the hell he uses, they cover news way better than I ever could. And that's not my forte. And that will never be my forte unless, for some odd reason, this video breaks like a crap ton of views and you honestly, legitimately want my reaction towards the product stream of what we end up getting and whatnot. But regardless of such, I know I got a little off topic. Thank you, Kitamori, for everything you did. Thank you for supporting Vanguard and for your continuous support. We really do appreciate you for helping us making this community a better place. So, until next time, guys, this is DRAGNOA.SHADOW, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.